Hi and welcome back to another game of Warno. Today I'm playing on Airport Jewel in a 1v1 again. This time I'll be on the pack side though, using the 27th Yard Guard Motostrelki, and I'll be on the opposite side of the map. So you can kind of see both sides of this map and how it's played. So one good thing is when you're on this side is you kind of have a free sector, which is Bravo. The reason why is because it's so far away, your opponent normally won't bother coming out here unless you're doing pretty poorly elsewhere. They'll normally just kind of give this up to you and continue to fight over these three sectors, or even this one. So that's why I get a command vehicle straight away and send him over there. You can maybe set up some recon over there as well, or something if you're worried they might come in. But I've just got the standard commander over there, and then from there you can kind of move over to Foxtrot if you're pushing on there, or Echo. In regards to recon, I've got a Resvedka, he's just going to set up over here, and then I've got these BRMs, so they've got a main cannon, and they'll be kind of setting up for support over here in the center there. So I've got two of them. I've then got the Spetsnaz, so two Spetsnaz squads. These guys are quite powerful as they've got the airborne and the shock trait, meaning that they can deploy even further down, and also have a sniper rifle with a decent rocket launcher, and then just a if I can find him, just a standard Resvedka as well. So they'll all be heading over this way. You can see the recon vehicles heading to this forest, into this building here. One of my Resvedka going over into this building here to provide vision of this area. My Spetsnaz getting into close range here and all the way over here. So we want to make sure that if anything's coming in here, they're going to run straight into my Spetsnaz and have a hard time. Meanwhile, the rest of my units, I've got a... oh, it's not him. Where's my commander? Here we go. So I've got my Motostrelki commander. Just a standard unit with the IFV trait. He comes in a BTR. So the BTR is really good because it has like 80 something speed. So they're very fast. And they also have a heavy and medium machine gun attached to them, so they're good for supporting your infantry. I'll be bringing up a bunch of those in the early game because I do want to get into position quite quickly. So let's see what I've got. So we've got some standard Motostrelki and some sappers working together, and then have the Puller Mischiki along with some Conkers together. I've got my Iglas for the man pads to deal with helicopters, and that's pretty much my setup. So a bunch of these Mischiki as well. So they've got their triple medium machine guns, and they'll be setting up here, 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 and here. So we're going to be trying to get a nice hold into this sector and these buildings over here. And let's begin. So all my guys are moving forward. And this time I didn't actually bring up a AA unit, just relying on the man pad. So hoping that he doesn't bring in any air force. Yeah, you can see this Spetsnaz flying forward. So they should be able to get quite deep into territory before my opponent arrives. So my commander managing to take the first sector. He's going to reload and head over to this sector. My best standers in position here. The second one getting in position over here soon. Do have to be careful with this Bradley though. It gets forward deployment, so it does catch my BTRs off guard. No ATGMs though, because they're too close. That's why you can see him trying to reverse back. Knock out the Stinger. Both of his mechanized rifles, which is really good because they are quite powerful. He does have an Abrams back here though with the Bradley, which I can't really deal with. Hoping my Conkers can get eyes on him. Nice smoke there. But because he's reversing, you really should have tried to use this forest for cover. Nice side shot there. Now he has used both his smokes, so he's pretty vulnerable right now. He's just going to try to reverse back. Nice hit. So I managed to knock out the Abrams, which is a really good kill. Meanwhile over here, he didn't really try and contest this area, which I thought was really odd. So I'll just kind of set up some vehicles. I did have some infantry I brought up to here, but they've been taken out. Still got the Spetsnaz though. And I've actually started to make some ground over here. So I've pushed up some Motostrelki. They actually can't see the Panzergrenades even though they're right next to each other because there's no recon there. I've got a couple of BTRs. And I've also brought up a Conquer squad, some Iglas in the back in case he brings up any of his air force or helicopters. And now I've got some Motostrelki leaders coming in to capture the sector, along with a Pomashiki. So I'm trying to set up some defenses along here as well in case anything tries to push across. He does bring up his seed aircraft, but there's no targets for it. drones going down. So the BTRs and Motostrelki working very well together. Now do have to be careful, he does have a lot of vehicles back here. So he's got the Martyrs, which were the transport vehicles, IFVs. He's got the Bradley and then 2 Abrams, so pretty scary combo there. I only have infantry that can only deal in close range. Looks like my Conkers were taken out as well. So technically these could probably be a little bit more devastating if you push forward, if you just had some infantry to reveal my guys. But without infantry, they're kind of just stuck sitting back there. I do notice this helicopter over here. He does pull back as my Eagles try to get closer range to them. I also managed to knock out the Panzergrunds, but I took quite a bit of damage from that helicopter. F-15 taking out my helicopter. So I do manage to get my fighter back, and then my Eagles knock out his fighter. So that was a really nice kill there. And I also knocked out his Bradley. So I forgot that I had this helicopter back here. So the helicopter was what was making him pull back before. Because of this ATGMs, it can just fire long range ATGMs. And so we brought in those 2 fighters to deal with that. Take out an Abrams for free, and without that Bradley, his units have no eyes, so he actually can't see anything that's going on anymore. So this threat's no longer really threatening anymore. Over here, I'm building up a small force to push over into this sector, and I've got a pretty good hold over on this sector now as well. Got the Conkers and Eagles here. So these Motostrelki gonna head over to this building along with my Motostrelki. Now these guys have got the Metis launcher, so they can actually fire from long range with ATGMs in case we run into any infantry fighting vehicles or any armor. They also came up in the BMP-1Ps, which have their own ATGMs along with a main cannon and a machine gun. Conker's unable to get their first hit on the Martyr. Then we go for round 2. Ooh, and a nice smoke there. So my Motostrelki managing to get into the building quite easily. also brought up these Strellas. So 3 of those to increase my AA. And these metas have managed to get into position as well. So even though these guys are super low on health, they actually both managed to survive that engagement because of my BTRs providing covering fire. I also moved up one of my BMP-1Ps in case anything was going to try to come along here. It'll have vision of that. And I'm just waiting on my command vehicle. So there he is there. So I just pulled him over from there. He's going to make his way over. I'm planning on bringing up some howitzers to finish off my 2 infantry units. Yeah, I'm gonna contest this sector now. And a big engagement over here. Got my T-80 BV as well. And that's game. So 2,700 kills and 700 losses. Thanks for watching.